live for today. And it's okay if I don't have anybody on here so I can talk. That is fine. Just wanted to get out what I need to get out while I can get it out while I'm in pain. Okay, so I've been coming to a lot of different conclusions on what's been happening to me and my so-called family. My cold case, what I have been investigating, um, investigating the case about my life and how, and not just how, but everything is coming together. I am breaking the pieces down as a puzzle in a maze. Basically, right now, I'm coming to the conclusion. The fact that I even laughed for a second is wild because all of the spiritual warfare and spiritual warfare and how it can literally take you on a loop and just it really opened up my eyes on how certain things can come about. So to keep me focused, I will start just reading down the downloads that I have gotten for myself on my cold case that I have asked God for information maybe I missed and I didn't see before. So, but besides the cold case, and I know there's other, hello, besides the cold case, I believe there is more people involved than I was aware of before, and I didn't see it, but now I do. I also wanted, let me go ahead and just say what's on the paper, because I also have to be aware of what I'm saying as well. If you say an N-word, I'll give you, I'm not saying the N-word. I would, there's no freaking way I would ever say something like that. Not anymore anyway. Let me say that. Not anymore. Okay, so basically what has been going on, and I know I said I was going to read it down from the paper. The cold case of my life is that I am adopted. The fact that my family took me off the wheel or something of that matter, where my great-grandma or my great-grandpa had literally saved money for me. And my family, well, I thought was my family, took it and started to fake my death and had insurance policies on me. And not just my family, but I believe the father of my kid and a lot of other people involved as well, community-wise. where I live. Um, and that's a lot of people. And for me to wrap my head around it is like, whoa, hello, Reaper edits. We got a raging goat and a Reaper edits. Okay, that's what's up. As I was saying, it's, oh man, the fact that I'm right now even talking about it, at first I wasn't going to even talk about it. I was just going to stay quiet. But by me staying quiet, it's not going to help the situation. It's not going to spread the awareness that spiritual warfare is real. And if someone else is going through it, there are ways that can help. And one of the ways that I know that helps me is praying to God and believing that I am healed and I have the armor of God on me. But not just but it is. So I'm just going to read down because this is what helps me um, get the things out that I know that are true. I've actually um, seen a lot of things that I wouldn't even think that would be happening. Right now, like I said, I'm in pain because of the root work that has been done tremendously on me. Constantly root work to the point where it's a little hard to explain because I feel it and I know someone has been in here, even though it doesn't look like the door has been jammed or anything. I literally found pins, silver pins in my apartment in certain places. And when I looked that up, that's when I looked up root work and found out that, you know, people can do spell work and root work on you. And it's a lot of root work has done on me. Especially with the sacral chakra and the root chakra and all the things that are down below. And my spine, like I rise up today with my spine hurting, like I was saying before in one of my posts. It felt like a sword or needles or someone's playing with the voodoo doll, because I know they do that too. Poking my spine, like jabbing it in my back. And that's what I have to say. I have to literally say that I am so grateful each and every day I rise up, because the things that are happening to me are so, like, I wouldn't even think. I'm about to be 42 years old, and this is diabolical things have been happening to me. Unexplainable things. And I'm not saying it just to be talking. Spiritual warfare is real. So is black magic and voodoo. Hoodoo and all. And I already know the people that are going in, coming in and out, or the people that's watching early, they'll have their internet party and watch me and make fun of me, because this is all I've been getting lately anyways. Humiliation, but in bullying and harassment. And I know my law, I know my rights. I know my rights. And that is a crime that you're committing right now. And someone has hacked into my phone and got all my information and hacked my computer and all my bank statements and everything about me they know. I know. And they want me to shut up too, but I'm not going to shut up. And I know there's a Jezebel spirit around here as well, around the community where I live. And that was another thing that I had looked up, and then I had listened to actually a podcast, because I was curious on the things that are happening to me, and I'm like wondering for a second why. But then I have to think God will put us in certain situations and circumstances. And if I look at it from a different perspective, in a different way, and not look at it from, a bad situation, like, what am I learning from this? What is God teaching me about this? That this is happening. And it's been happening ever since I got these neighbors. About 2 years. I'm just now catching up to it, because it didn't affect me at first. And if it did, I just kind of push it off, because I know I'm not a horrible person. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I am a good mom. I am a good person overall. I know that the people that I did love and care about, my family, I was there for them through thick and thin. But I didn't get that back. So I had to leave. Things that you have to do to protect your peace and protect your mind, who you are as a person. You have to do that. You have to set boundaries. You have to do what you need to do. Well, I know I did. I had to. I can only speak for me. I can only speak for myself. And look at my life in a different perspective, in a different way, most definitely. Even though I'm about to tell you exactly what I had found out in my downloads that I had got, but honestly, I do forgive every one of them. I forgive all the people who have literally hurt me in so many ways. So many ways. And I forgive myself. I do. And I know that took a lot out of me just to even say that. That I forgive all of them. I forgive each and every person that has done blackmail, stole my mail, pretending to be me, dressing like me. All these things is happening, and I forgive you. Even the ones that gave me scare tactics. I've been going through that too. People driving up and down the damn street, trying to scare me, put me in a fear moment. People outside yelling and screaming, and people slamming their doors. I will not be afraid. I'm going to stand up for myself. Because in the end, that's all you have is yourself in the way when you die. But I know I'm not by myself. I know I have God and my archangels and my ancestors are with me, helping me along the way. I'm not by myself. I'm grateful for each day I do rise, even though it's so much things, it's so much happening. But I just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And I know I'm not perfect. I don't want to be. But I will speak. I will tell my truth. Because this is happening to me. And how many collaborations, and that's how I know the government was involved. Because as many times I asked for help from the government, they pushed me away. They said that you didn't have enough evidence. And even I know that's a lie. Because when you go to the police, law enforcement, they're supposed to be there for you, especially if you're being harassed and bullied. Constantly. Stalking. People following me where I go. Scare tactics. And I mean groups. People I don't even know. We got grandmas, people's children, for goodness sakes. Lost souls. Souls that innocent people involved. A whole collaboration. And to me, that's diabolical. And to have my ex-friends, to have my ex-lovers, to have people I thought that loved me, but obviously I know now I had to love myself first, and besides God, of course, but learn to love myself, especially going through this. And the isolation for me was not bad. It was me in tuning with God. Straight had a one-on-one conversation with the Most High in the universe. And that's what they wanted. They wanted that. They wanted to keep me isolated and made it seem like no one cared about me. But I have God. I have my angels, my archangels, my ancestors, my grandma, my grandpa. They're always with me. Always. Okay, so now I'm going to say the downloads because it actually helps me refresh my memory of my cold cases, that what my so-called family is doing, and having half of this. I'm not going to say the whole community. I'm going to say half of the community because I believe some of them know and some of them don't know. And then the ones who do know or don't know, they didn't do anything. They just let that, that's their, like, that's their, her problem, right? Okay, well, to me, that's like, you're still part of the case. Like, you saw what happened, what's happening, but you didn't say anything. So that's how I look at that. Um, this right here is actually helping me with a lot of other things that I believe is going to work out really good for me in the long run. But as I was saying, I really do. I do forgive every one of them. I really do. And when I say there are groups, there are groups. And when I say there are governments, there's governments. And we're talking about the FedEx truck. We're talking about the Bush. Because it's like Pacific cars that come by, I see on a regular basis. And for a second, I thought I was on a loop, but I'm not on a loop. It's really there. They're really following. They're really staring. They're really stalking. They're really harassing. It's constantly. Oh, my back. I'm gonna lay down some. There was a Bush company truck, American Water. There's a lot of work done like on the streets. I noticed that as well. White vans. I believe they, yeah, well, yeah. I believe they had the electric company, the gas company. I haven't seen a lot of trucks. I've been seeing a lot of, I believe the post office involved as well, because my mail, sometimes I get my mail and sometimes I don't get my mail. And when I ask for a specific type of mail, I don't even get that. Blackmailing somebody to steal my mail. Or there's a copycat out there pretending to be me. Yeah, there's probably plenty of them pretending to be me, stealing my information. And that's why I say hacking my phone. Like right now, I'm surprised, which I know she'll be on there. Like if you got a message from me or anything that was not me, if I said send me money, I never said that. That's a scam. Um, Anything like that, that was not me. I would never, I would never ask anyone send me any money unless you liked it to do it or donate it or something like that. But I wouldn't even ask anybody for money. Um, this is happening from generations to generations. All of my family, well, I thought it was my family, fake family that I had. I'm talking about the kids, on top of the kids, on top of the kids, the people that actually opened up businesses and had different things, places, homes, cars, swiping cards. They went to the bank. Someone went to the bank pretending to be me, cashing a check. I believe, let's see, we're gonna go on ambassadors, someone in high rank. There's a lot of definitely a lot of distractions been going around. Like I would hear, like I was saying before, fast cars be moving, and then people around here with their loud engines and their loud music. And I get it on certain parts because you're doing you're minding, hopefully you're minding your own business and you're doing your own thing. But I don't believe that's what it really was. They was just making a lot of noise to kind of keep me distracted on what I was supposed to do and what my life purpose is in my life. Um, and that's speaking my truth. And besides that, spreading love and joy, which we don't even have for real. Um, that needs to change. It would be great to have a change where no one would be jealous of nobody. Like, we would all be in harmony. But you know how, well, I can't say you know how, because for me, from my experience, I just it's right now I'm just it's my life experience and what I'm going through on a regular basis is just, I'm still like in shock. Not in shock, but just like, this is some crazy, crazy things that are happening. And some things are explainable and some things are not, because it's a constant, like right now, it's a constant constant thing that they're doing. Like, they're just, and I know people playing in their mirrors and doing magic in the mirror magic, and made it seem like I was the one that was off, like I was crazy, and I know I'm not. I don't know. So there were debit cards, something about a Morgan. Um, Somebody work at the Family Dollar store. Root work. Lots and lots of root work. I know there's a warlock spirit. Alright. Let's see. People like to basically drain my energy. They know that I have a good aura or I'm a good person. I noticed that my energy has been drained. I know that a lot of people stole a lot of things. Gossip. Redirect situations. Manipulated. They wanted to keep me in a box of fear and doubt and worry and confusion. And I will not. I will not. I know who I am, and I know that I'm a child of God. I know that all things will work out. I know, and I believe in the Most High, and I know that she and Mother Gaia is always with us, continuing to move forward with confidence. And that's exactly what I'm doing, moving forward with confidence and continuing to be me. I did say noise and pain outside. Strong sensation. That was a strong sensation in my head. Third eye attack. They definitely like to mess with the third eye and my crown chakra. It's like they use my words against me each and every time. Definitely a lot of bullying, a lot of stalking. And these would be cars that would come where my balcony is and sit outside for long periods of nights with tinted windows, and oh my god, they would have, hold up, they definitely, I said slam indoors, noise campaign outside, so that, just a second. Then that's when I found out, right, last night, when I looked up, when I was like trying to figure out what was root work, and then I found out that there was a Jezebel, and she pointed herself out plain in sight for me to see, as I asked my God, show me my enemies. He showed me my enemies, and one of them was, actually I've been seeing a lot of them, is Jezebel, and she or he, it could be a guy or a girl, um, they're very controlling. They want to set fear, trauma. Now I know that. Seductive, love bombing, exposed, ministry. They love attention at any cost. And whether that's me living or dying, I mean, that's what they would like. They would like me to shut up as well. Witchcraft, manipulated, casting spells, half-truths, lies, ignorant, avoiding appearance, jealousy, toxic. They talk. They talk lies. Rebellion, jealousy, imitation, and they put everybody on this illusion. Not just them, but I believe she was working for someone else in a higher rank type situation, because there's a lot of people involved, and that's how I know the government was involved with it too. So it wasn't just in other high places as well. And like a lot of money, like we're talking buku money, people was paid to do this to me. My ex-family paid people to humiliate me, to smear me, to bully me, to basically leave me to die, because they already had the fake death certificate, and they was putting that towards the judge and the lawyers that they paid and the loans they had gotten and all kinds of that's why I call it diabolical stuff, because, and it was all for money. I get it. I understand. But I'm going to say a but on that, because even though I understand what they were doing, doesn't mean I'm going to accept it. I will not accept this. I will not allow it, and this is why I'm speaking, because it needs to get out. People need to be aware of what's happening. not just to me, but just be aware of your friends, your family, the people you care about, and certain groups of your friends. Like, do you really know who they are? Because for me, I really thought for a long time that I had family, that I had friends that I could talk to, people that I grew up with, ex-lovers, and not even just ex-lovers, just they're involved too. It's a whole bunch of people, and people I don't even know are involved, and kids and children's in schools. We're talking about plural. We're talking about communities. We're talking about neighborhoods. We're talking about buku of people and their families. And that's not right. Because they wanted me dead. Dead. In the ground. For money. My trust fund, which we all have, and money I had from my great grandma and my grandpa, yeah, it's really something for me to even take all of that in. And I'm not going to say the whole community where I live, and not the whole neighborhood where I stay, because all of them were not involved. But most of them, and they know who they are. Prime example, confirmation, loud car, outside. Yeah, that's when I see it on here. I had wrote down stealing my mail. That's when I noticed, like, what was it? I think a year. It's been a year, but I wasn't really tripping off of it because maybe I was thinking, because I've been paying my bills on time, so it's like, okay. But then certain mail wasn't getting to me, so I was like, okay, something's not right. That's when I was like, okay, maybe someone's stealing my mail, and I'm not getting all my mail. So, yeah. It's also certain blocks I seen group up. We're talking about a house, a couple houses that's around here where I stay. I believe the maintenance guy is involved as well that work here. I also believe that a specific group were coached to do spell work on me on a regular basis. She made that her 9-to-5 job to hurt me in all kinds of ways. Kitchen work, kitchen spell work on a daily basis. And that is true. This is all for the love of money. I mean, not even for the love, it's for the money. This is all because they wanted the money. They wanted to see me gone, drive me crazy, where I feel like I'm losing my mind, but I wasn't losing my mind. I knew exactly what was going on. I didn't speak on it, and that was the problem. I should have spoke on it earlier. Now, I'm not afraid, and I haven't been afraid to speak out. Because justice needs to be served. On a lot of levels. On a lot of levels. And since this been going on, my family been trying to take me out since I was a kid. For life insurance. I have land from what I'm hearing from God, like my archangels and ancestors. People in my family took from my grandma and my grandpa. And then to have, man, it's just so much stuff. But I'm going to continue to read my papers because it's ridiculous. And I mean, we're talking about religions, like churches. Churches are involved. That's why I don't have no one pray over me, because you don't know what kind of prayers they're talking about, or what God they're even involved. Kids, the CPS is involved. They try to take my kids away from me. I know the father of my kid is involved. Part of the covenant of the organization that wants my head. When someone is saying that, yeah, when I was talking about the police, when I tried to go to the police station about it, they said that I have enough evidence to prove my case. Which I know that's bullshit. Because it states in the law. Gosh. Wish I had a paper of it. Oh my gosh. You don't understand how much pain I'm in right now. But, like I said before, I will be healed. In section 565225, Missouri law, when someone is stalking a conduct serve no legitimate purpose, is directed at a specific person, cause the person for reasonable fear or his or her safety, or causes that a person to emotional distress. I know my rights. I've been knew my rights. It amazes me how many people were involved, how many organizations. We're talking about cartel type situation, high rank. That's why I have to speak. I have to speak. Because this should be done to anybody. Nobody should deserve this at all. And then when I saw that story, on the news about that lady, and she literally for $1,000 her daughter, like, and it, that's when it hit me, for me. So either I'm $1 million baby bust, or something of that buku money. They already put my money overseas somewhere. That they're trying to get out. People fleeing. The town is quiet where I stay. I'm just like, I'm really, really stunned and disappointed in a lot of people. But I'm not upset. I'm not angry. Like I said before, I forgive you. All of you who hurt me. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. And I forgive myself. I do. I have no anger, no fear, no doubt. And I will continue to speak, because I have to get this out. This actually might help someone else, which would be that's the whole purpose of me talking, is to spread awareness and to tell my story on how I'm looking at it. Because it's a story, shoot, for real, I wouldn't be surprised if it makes the news or someone wrote a book about it. Because the things that I have literally went through, and like I said before, I am 42. I'm about to be 42 years old dealing with this. Having young women, obviously, I don't know why are they jealous. They are very beautiful women, but they have a really nasty attitude. So it makes me want to, like, not be around that. Like, you need to love yourself. And heal. I did it. And I definitely took my ego out of the situation. And there's couples, like people that have kids involved. Like plural couples have literally been doing spell work on me. Like I said, the one person, or it's probably not just one person, it's probably a whole bunch of people, has been doing spell work on a 24-hour basis. She made, or he made it their job to harass me, to humiliate me, to lie about me, to do a whole bunch of horrible things, and to poison me. People, well, a group, like I said, I seen the safety pins. I knew that they were poisoning my food as well. And my soap. I had soap. I had certain things. I can tell when someone has been in or the sensation of when I did put it on my body, I felt that it was, and I really should have a strong feeling about the cameras that's in my apartment and the listening devices. Like right now, I have a strong feeling that people are listening right now, what I'm talking about, how I'm telling my story, on how I feel about what's happening to me. And they have internet parties that watch me. And they get to drinking and having sex and all kinds of things happening. And they do what they do. And watch me. And they love, which I noticed as well, they love when I'm in pain. It's like their drug. They love it. When I'm happy, they're all mad. I'm happy every day. There's no one can steal my happiness away. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have lungs. I'm grateful to have a heart still beating. I'm still, even though I'm sore, I'm still healed. I have legs. I will move. I will walk. I will definitely talk. They have messed with my throat chakra. It's a couple days. A couple times I couldn't speak. And like I said before, I felt like when I was doing certain things, my throat would hurt. It's not just hurting because it's hurting. It's hurting because the throat chakra has been tampered with spiritually. And like I said, most of these things are spiritually. They're not physical, but most of them, it's like a between. So it's like a half and a half, 50 and 50. I'll get that. And then also confusion spells, having me thinking that I'm not tripping or saying what I need to say, or what is it, me, for me not to have the right words to say. Definitely beauty spells. I know, because I wasn't on my, womanhood. And I started breaking out, and it wasn't the creams and the lotions like you would think, right? On a normal, not a normal, but just out of the ordinary. Oh, maybe it's the cream, or maybe it's the lotion, maybe it's the soap. No, it's not. It's the certain people that are doing what they're doing, and they love what they're doing, because misery loves company, right? And they wanted the money. Everybody wanted the money, and they were getting paid lots and lots of money to destroy me at any cost. And when I tried to reach out for help from a person, I got shut down. So I decided to record. And I believe that's really helping me express myself in many different ways, and just to speak on the truth and what's really happening in my neighborhood, in my community. I'm looking at my notes that I wrote on the downloads that I've been getting. Someone definitely cursed the day I was born. And when I said groups of men and females, kids between 5 and up, teenagers. We're talking about Hazelwood School District, Drury, middle school, high school. Yeah. I also know there's a sex tape. I'm aware of that out there of me. Someone had recorded me having sex with someone without my permission and put it on the dark web and sold it to a whole bunch of people, making money, banks and loans. I didn't even know I had a sex tape out there. Um, I do remember me doing a lot of things on my South Note, things that I do regret, but then again, it was a lesson, and I learned from that lesson. Um, I'm not in my South Note anymore. I'm in my North Note, and I know that I was, I was not really bad. It was more like I just didn't know, and I didn't even think about, the consequences behind certain things. But now that I'm older, I I understand that some things just don't need to be on display. Um, there's a lot of people out there playing God. Basically, yeah. So a lot of people out there playing God. And it's a lot of manipulation going on as well. And we're talking about, when I say my old lovers, we're talking about way back in the day when I was, I want to say about 17, all the way till now, which I ain't been with nobody since, it's been about 3-4 years now. And they were involved as well. My ex-lovers, they were involved. Um, mainly is my baby daddy, because he's part of the organization himself. He's part of a cult. And he's trying to have my kid against me, and I'm not having it. She has her own mind. She's going to believe what she would. I'm going to say on that note, I don't force anything for my kid. I don't put no forces on my kid. Me and her had a talk, but I'm going to let her decide on, because I know this is going to get out, and that's fine. And it should. But I'm going to let her decide on what she, because I know this is going to affect a lot of people. Once I get off, and I already know about the whole, they'll watch me, I already know about that. So I'm not going to dwell on that, though. I'm going to keep continuing to push forward, continuing to be myself, continue to love myself, continue to heal, continue to stand up for myself, and never let anyone push me around. Just because you don't like me, that's not my problem. I love myself. I care about myself. I respect myself. I'm not going to let anyone or anything or any wicked devices stop me from talking ever again. I will not shut up. I will speak my truth because I am living. I am living this life. You're not living it. I am. And my truth been and set me free. It always sets me free. And energy never lies. And the more I see it now, the more I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Because what did I actually learn from all of this? What did God teach me or wanted me to know about what is happening? And that's how I'm starting to look at things now. Because I'm aware of what's happening. I'm not asleep. I'm aware. And all of the things that had happened, even though I was betrayed and kicked down, I feel like I am brave in a lot of ways. I'm brave in a lot of ways. Definitely seeing myself talk about what is happening and what is going on and not being silent anymore. And I know it's going to trigger a lot of people, but they triggered me. I didn't ask to get bullied on. I didn't ask for this. But like I said before, I forgive all of them. I do. They definitely did graveyard magic. They put stuff in my tea and my coffee. Yeah, they had a fake funeral, and they have fake birth certificates and all of that, and death certificates. My so-called family. Um, but I know they was definitely paid to do this. They were paid to uh, hurt me. They even had a sniper. Someone wanted to shoot me. They hired a sniper. People that worked in the army, people who, like, it goes so deep. And the fact that I'm still here to tell it is a blessing. They wanted me gone. Even human trafficking me. Try an organ donor. It gets so deep. I have to wrap my head around so many things, but then me trying to live on a regular basis, just live life, and then have all of this happening as well. And then me learning who I am as well, because I know there's a reason why they did what they did, because I was born special. And they didn't want me to find out. They didn't want me to. They wanted to hide me. They didn't want me to speak on it. And that's not right. It's bad enough you killed my mom and my dad. And now you're trying to come out here and kill me. And I'm not even from here. They tried to hide that from me as well. I'm still in pain. I know that I'm going to heal myself when I get off of this live. And do the things that I need to do to maintain my body. Healing. But I was continuing for a second to speak on it because on what's happening and all that has happened and how the police are involved. Someone literally paid the police. That's why I was like, when I went to the police, okay, I had said that before though, but it's so freaking true. So there's a cop or cops, crooked ones. They paid. That's when I tried to go to the police for help. And then I noticed that, the one, it's not even the one, God. I called upon God, and God helped me. She, Mother Gaia, helped me. Universe, my archangels and ancestors, they helped me solve this case. Continually to solve my case. And how everybody's linked up. And how everybody is, certain people, I'm not going to say everybody, certain people are linked up to the point where it makes it seem, it looks like a freaking circus. And how everybody's playing a specific part in there. And I'm just like looking around, wait a minute, am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. I see exactly what's really going on. And they've been doing this for years. Years. Years on top of years on top of years. And I'm just not catching up to the fact that it was years on top of years. And that's why I say it's diabolical. Because it's each and every person. And my family, I thought was my family, who did this. And had paid people to hurt me. Like, that, I'm still wrapping that around my head. I'm not going to dwell on it. But it's still the freaking point. It's so sad. It really is. It's very disappointing that people would do such things for money. For money, for money, for money, for money. For fame, for power. It's because as long as the freaking power and the drugs come through, oh, and there's been a lot of that. The government don't care. They don't care. But they care when something's happening to their people. I noticed that. When someone is asking for help, you get pushed away. It's sad. Because like I said, as long as the money and the drugs and the power is coming through, that's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. That's when I have to take things into my own matter, into my own hands. Because I will not be quiet. I will speak for what's right. Especially if it's happening to me or someone else I love and know and care about. Oh yeah, I'm going to speak. And I don't care if you don't like me or not. I believe and I know that I am a child of God and the Most High, and I will speak because I will not be foolish or ignorant to what's happening. Everybody else around here, where I stay, some of them, not all, can pretend and play on people's emotions, manipulating, love bombing, illusions, all because they want the power. And also, right now, I'm having chest pains. So that lets me know right now they're still doing it. Like I said, this lady or man specifically loves to torture me and see me in pain. Oh, this is her job. Like, she made it her job. Or he made it their job. Spiritual warfare, chest pains. I don't have, there's nothing wrong with my heart. Spiritual warfare right now as I speak is happening. An entity that's around here. I don't see them, but I feel it. And I'm not going to apologize for my gifts that God has bestowed upon me, or I have had for a very long time since I was a kid, and I did not know that. So I'm not going to apologize for that. I have a gift. And I can feel when someone else is having a pain or matter of fact, not just pain, just an emotion. Let me say that. And that's clairsentience or clairaudient? Clairvoyant. It's one of those. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm definitely not going to apologize on the child. You see, I can feel it now. They're hurting me right now. Spiritual warfare is happening as I'm on live talking about it. Root work. They're doing root work. Even though I'm already scarred, they continue to do it. And then when you ask the place where you stay for a transfer, wow. Because you feel that you're not safe. You want to be safe in your apartment. You want to be safe in your home. You know? I don't want, but it's not about what I want. It's about what needs to be said, and spreading awareness, and knowing that I know I can get through this. I have been getting through a lot of other things, but this one right here just took me to a whole nother level, to the point where I just like, I have to speak. I have to speak. I stayed silent for a long time. And that's not because they tried to put fear in me. It's because I wanted to stay silent. And that's for my own safety. But now, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm yawning. The energy changed. And it's getting hot. Someone's sweating. So, excuse me, truth. That's verb confirmation. I had to speak. And I will continue to speak. And I will continue to spread love and joy. Because we all need love and joy and compassion for one another. I mean, how I grew up in the 80s, that's all it was love and respect for other people. Even people you don't know, you have that type of love and respect for them. And I know one day I wanted it to be like that for a long time, but now I know can't change people. And I don't want to change people. I just wanted people to know that there is another way to live life without being so envious and jealous and thinking that someone's in a competition with you, and it's not the case at all. If anything, I be on my mission to want to do better each and every day I rise. Each and every day there's a new day to rise and to want to do good for yourself on a regular basis. I didn't think there was nothing wrong with that, and I know there's nothing wrong with that. I just it's just, to me, it's just, it's, like I said, sometimes I have words for it and sometimes I don't. I have words for what's happening to me and how people are just how they are. And I mean, like I said, I don't want to change the people that, you have a choice. Okay, they know what they was doing, and now there's either a there will be a cause and effect to that, because whatever you send out to the universe, you get back. And that's how it's always been. There has to be a balance between all of these interactions that's been happening. I believe that strongly. I just, oh, jeez. I know a change will come. And if not, I will continue. I won't say if not, because that's not the right word to say. A change will come. A change will come. I have to believe that. And I do believe that. I strongly believe a change will come for the better. And the right people, the right judges, the right lawyers will come together and get things on a roll. I have to believe that. And the universe will balance everything out. Because an innocent person steady getting attacked because of money, or I do know a lot, and that could be one of the reasons. I have thought about that as well, how they didn't want the program to be exempt, the system, on certain things that I usually talk about, and I had stopped. And that's, I believe that was a fear as well. So I'm gonna get back on that, my downloads, because it was a download that I had got from the Most High, and I'm not ashamed to get that message out. Maybe someone else needed to hear that, you know? And it's a lot of other, anyway, but I'm not going to go on to that note, because everyone is different, and everyone has, you know, their own unique gift and their own unique ability to do what's for them, what's, yeah, have their own. Everybody has a gift. Everybody does. It's the choice that you make. Yeah, it's the choice that you make. So I chose to see myself in a better light. I chose to take care of myself and love myself. I chose to get rid of people that no longer serve me, even though they were my family and friends. I chose to. And see myself in a better light. See myself knowing I can do better. And for me, not for competition. Not because I was in my ego. I was not in my ego. I pushed my ego to the side and start seeing things from a bigger picture. And if that's what got me in trouble with the government, in the Vatican, in the high rank, so be it. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for anything, because I ain't do anything wrong. But speak my truth on what's happening to me on a regular basis. Especially since I got the new neighbors that came through. Because everything was good. And then things started to get really shaky and weird. And other things been happening. So I was just like, okay, me taking it all in. And then me had to like refocus. Maybe I had to check myself, which I do on a regular basis. Be in tune with one two player, which is myself. And then go back and see if I missed anything. Did I understand a certain situation? But that was not the case. And then when I prayed about it, and then when I went to sleep and I asked God, show me in my dream, He did. He showed me in my dreams. And this is where I get my downloads. And this is how I get my downloads. From the Most High, the universe. It took a lot out of me just to say what I had to say. And like I was saying before, I'm going to lay down soon or just rest a little bit because my body is still sore, but I believe that I will be healed, and I will continue to keep saying that because I am healed. With God, you can do anything. With God, there's always a way, and when there's a will, there is a way. And I have made it a way to live a life in peace, having a peace of mind, and just being myself, and knowing that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right because I believe in the Most High, and I know that the Most High is always there, even in the time of trouble. God is always with us, and I strongly believe that. Even though right now I'm still getting people are, well, a specific person I should say, because now that I didn't say what I said, she's going to continue to attack me. Root work and the mirror magic. Now that I didn't said what I had said, I look at it like this now. We're both going to feel the pain. They feel the pain. I feel the pain. They're sending me the pain. So I'm just going to continue to pray and continue to do the things I need to do, the procedures to help me cast away these evil spirits that obviously want to connect to me. And I pray that there is an ending to all of this, and not me ending up in a box. So, it's really sad for me to say because I wouldn't want my daughter to bury her mom, just because it's a lot of situations at hand that I cannot control. Can't control people, and I don't want to control people. I just want justice. And if she did have to bury me, well, the one thing I would say to my kid right now, if this is the last day for me to see her, is that I always love you. And I know she will be, she's very, very intelligent, very smart. And I'm getting emotional. But that's okay. And it's okay to cry. Because I've definitely been crying all day yesterday. Especially at night when I got out the tub. But it was the last thing I had to say to my kids. I love you. And I know that I tried my best to take care of you. You're getting emotional. You are a beautiful, intelligent, wonderful young lady. And I know that you will grow up to be a magnificent woman that, because she had taught me a lot too, to speak up when something's not right. When you feel in your heart that something's not right, you should speak on it, no matter what. And I got that from her. She is my angel, and I love her very, very much. But I'm not afraid to die. And if it was my time to go, I will go with courage and with the Most High. You know, I'm not afraid to die. So if it was my time to go, it's my time to go. Um, yeah. So I'm going to now get off. I just wanted to spread awareness on spiritual warfare and how in my not just spiritual warfare, but also my cold case, and it need to be reopened because I'm not dead. I am alive, and the person that's pretending to be me and the death certificate that they have and the insurance policies that they have out on me. For me to speak up and to say all of this. This heat pad, boy, it be doing some wonders. It's helping though. So I'm gonna do what the procedures I need to do so I can heal myself to the point where I'm able to walk. Because I haven't been able to walk for, well, I've been able to walk, but slowly. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's because of all the root work that's been happening, spell work that's been going on. So I'm definitely going to get me something to eat. And I do pray that everyone have a great and wonderful, just, yeah, have a great day. And don't let people steal your joy or your happiness away from you. And even though, when I say that, I haven't let anyone steal my joy or my happiness away from me. Even on days like it's hard for me to even get out of bed because it's so much spell work has been done on me. But I'm grateful. Like, I don't have to smile all the time. I'm grateful to be alive. And each day I rise. I'm grateful for that. Because that just lets me know that God is not done with me yet. And there's other things that God wants me to be in. And I strongly, strongly believe that. And without God, I wouldn't even be here, sitting here and telling you about this at all. God has pulled me out of so many situations and obstacles and challenges. And I'm just very grateful. I say that a lot because it is so true. Very, very grateful to still be living. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get out and I wanted to say because it needed to be said. And now that it's been said, I'm actually really proud of myself because I spoke up. I wasn't silent. that took a lot of courage and bravery just to come up on here and talk about it. So, yeah, God bless all of you. And um, the people that do go through spiritual warfare, you're not alone. For a long time, I thought I was. You're not alone. God is always with you. And I feel that if you need someone to talk to, or just to get some advice on spiritual warfare, just kind of send something to me with a dragon, and that let me know that you are for real and you really want to get to know and talk about what's happening to you. And I'm a good listener. I will listen to what you have to say, because all of us have a story, and it really does take a village to raise up a kid. And my community has done that for me. They have raised me in so many ways and showed me how to move in so many ways. And even my enemies, the haters that don't like me for whatever reason, I appreciate you too. And I forgive you. And like I said before, and I continue to keep saying, I forgive the people. All of them. Even my family. I forgive them all for hurting me. For trying to kill me. I do. I forgive them. And I forgive myself. I shine. God bless.